You know what you should do?
What?
You should go to every Hard Rock Cafe. Wouldn't that be nice? That'd be so fun. What do you do? Oh, Jesus. Hey, everybody, really quick. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider pressing that subscribe button. Also, thank you to everybody on Patreon who has supported. You get videos there early. I'm filming 5 videos this month. If you like the sheep video, there's a lot more of that type of stuff on the way. Now, please enjoy this episode with Eddy Burback. You find yourself on a porch with a YouTuber, a creator, an artist, a person who pushes the limits of what the human mind can handle, whether it's seeing Morbius 5 days in a row, visiting every Margaritaville, and other burning questions. You're basically living in a Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
all the time.
Yeah, the Twilight Zone of a horror that is created by me and is just a little inconvenient, or created by other people in some ways.
Eddy Burback is here, and
Hello.
Can my massive crew that is in the room please clap?
There's 400 people in here. It's really, you shouldn't be paying this many people. It's too much.
Yeah, I don't know where the money's coming from.
Yeah, I couldn't possibly. Can you give that many people a job to do?
A lot of crypto gambling.
Okay, yeah.
A lot of that.
So what you have is a crypto mining scheme right off the screen on the porch.
Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here.
Of course.
Now, I want to start the episode with some energy here.
Uh-huh.
And so I've got something.
Oh, wow.
Now, I've always wanted to do this.
Okay.
I went to a store and I bought Breakaway glass.
I've always wanted to do this too.
Okay.
But you can't get it shipped because it'll break, so you have to buy it physically somewhere.
Yes.
Is it sugar glass?
This is plastic.
Okay.
Breakaway.
Okay.
They said that the technology has evolved past sugar.
Okay, nobody's doing sugar anymore.
No, we don't do that.
That's simple stuff.
So I went to a theater place.
Okay.
And I bought a couple of these.
This is so awesome.
So I got 4 of them. We could each say something egregious.
Yeah.
And then smash the bottle on my head.
Okay.
So here.
We got to test it before I hit you in the head, though.
No. I watched a tutorial.
Okay.
All they told me, here's the technique they told me.
Okay.
They said, make sure you hit in this zone.
All right.
Don't hit me in the face.
Okay.
You just, this area, bop, and you just hit me.
Okay. This is, I'm actually kind of freaked out. I've always wanted to do this, but we're putting you in danger, and I'm a little
fine.
bit.
I'll be the test subject.
I think the thing is, too, it did say Breakaway glass on there. I do trust you, but the fact that this is coming out of packaging and I don't know the story at all, and you're asking me to hit you in the head with it, just adds a degree of doubt and fear that I'm going to hurt you.
I cut everything else out.
Uh-huh.
I put real glass in here. I say, seem like you're offended by something. And then I just clip that and I go, Eddy Burback attacked me.
You end up suing me.
Yeah.
Also, just like so similar to the jugs in a way that feels dangerous. If this were an active set, nobody would be allowed to put glass that looks like this next to the Breakaway glass.
No.
It's indistinguishable actually from here.
Yeah, we're going rust mode.
I just picked this one up and hit you with this. I'm being very careful with this. Okay, it does feel light enough.
Right?
Yeah. You want me to test this first on you?
Yes.
We're not going to test it on the table or anything. You want me to start this with your head?
Yeah. Do you want to go with that one first, a little more room, or do you want to go bottle?
I'd say a little bit more room. Okay. I don't want to have to be too precise about it. I feel like this has an easier chance of breaking.
What would be something that would bother you enough that, like something, maybe a hot take in pop culture?
How about you start explaining to me that you were just talking to ChatGPT about something?
Okay.
Guys,
this is Breakaway plastic, not dangerous. YouTube, safe.
It's fine.
Okay. Okay, so I'll do that.
All
and
right.
You're going to go bottle and just bam and hit me really hard.
Okay, well, I'm going to...
As hard as you can muster.
This makes me so nervous. Okay.
You recently did a video on the dangers of AI.
Yeah.
Which I thought was aggressive. AI is my therapist. It's my doctor. It's my best friend. And it's my wife. I love AI. And it's frankly taught me about truth.
Let's change the subject. Let's talk about something different.
Well, that was.
Let's talk about something different.
Why'd you hit me so hard?
This guy's fucking crazy, dude.
Jesus, man.
He's a fucking maniac.
What the hell?
I thought you were gonna have to put a sound on that. That was really satisfying.
Okay, now it's my turn.
Okay.
Wait, now I'm okay.
You had a hat on. How did that feel?
There was a bit of an impact.
Okay, see this. Okay. I don't know if I want to get hit in the head now.
What about if you put this hat on?
Okay. All right.
That's a straw. It might not protect you very much.
Huh.
Or a beanie. I could get you a beanie. Or you can opt out.
Maybe the straw hat. Maybe the straw hat's good.
I won't go as forceful.
Okay.
And if it doesn't break, that won't protect your head at all.
I feel like if you go on the top, will it break on this though?
I don't know.
I mean, it'll be funny if it does.
I think this will be less force.
Got it. I think. All right.
Have you seen Fire and Ash?
Yeah, of course I have.
Okay, good. How about you try and explain to me how it's just a rip-off of the second one and it didn't push the boundary?
Okay,
at all?
I will betray my feelings on Fire and Ash. Okay.
Yeah. So, have you seen Avatar: Fire and Ash?
Yes, I have.
What did you think? It was brilliant, right?
I just think that maybe James Cameron was going for a cash grab, and there just like wasn't too much different from Way of the Water. And I just think nobody even remembers the main character's name in Avatar.
That's not
like
true.
Nobody knows. It just has no cultural impact.
No, it does.
Of course, this one's just not going to make any money. And like,
okay, you need to stop now.
James Cameron just I feel like just doesn't know what he's doing, and I feel like it's just something that, hey, what are you doing?
Don't talk about Big James like that.
I'm main character's name is Jake Sully.
It's Box Office Jim to you.
Box Office Jim. I'm sorry, James Cameron. I'm sorry, Jake Sully. I'm sorry.
Apologize to Natiri too.
I'm sorry, Natiri. I'm sorry. What's Sigourney Weaver's kid character name?
We don't need to get into that.
You don't remember either. I'm sorry to
Spider.
I'm sorry to Spider. I'm sorry to Spider and that haircut that he has as a white boy.
People are way too mean to Spider.
Spider has a rough life, and it's really good that I was wearing this hat because I did feel the impact.
There was an impact a little
bit.
Did it soften the blow?
Oh yeah, it didn't hurt. It just sunk it down on my head more.
Okay, good. God, that's satisfying.
It's really fun to do. That's why I was like, even though I was scared of getting hurt, I was like, I can't rob you of this experience. It's
feels
so fun.
Good. Here, I'll put that back for you.
It feels a lot more like breaking a real bottle. It's how you would expect breaking a real bottle would go, but I know if I did that with a beer bottle, I just wouldn't have the strength in me, and it would probably vibrate through my bones, and I would hurt myself.
Considering this it's plastic,
but
the impact moment feels real.
It feels real, and it makes the noise too. I mean, it in your head when it's getting broken over your head, it feels like somebody is breaking a real bottle on you, which is great.
I should have been an actor. In another life, right?
It's not too late. People can act past a certain age. Like you don't have to be just a child actor.
Have you ever thought about being an actor?
That's great. Every question you should do that.
Cleaned up. Thank you for allowing me to do that.
Of course.
I really just needed somebody to help me fulfill that dream.
A lot of pent-up frustration I needed to get out.
Yeah.
Only way I could do it is invite my friends on my show and let me just beat them up with some glass.
I need to make all the bottles in here be able to be broken.
You got to be careful and make sure that every single one of them is that.
I have a gift for you.
Oh, yeah? Is it not? So, okay, the gift wasn't breaking a bottle over.
It wasn't. That was a gift for me.
Okay.
But a gift for you. I have had this for maybe over 2 years at this point. I don't know.
Okay.
I've been meaning to give this to you for so long.
For 2 years?
I've had it, and every time I've seen you, I forget to give it to you.
Okay.
Here, why don't you
hold on?
Take that.
Got it.
Pop that open.
I'm seeing the back of it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, first off, I'm trying to understand because at the front it does just say Jimmy Buffett Jurassic World.
Okay, yeah.
I'm already in awe. Obviously, this is based off of the cameo that Jimmy Buffett did in Jurassic World, where it's on the front here, where the pterodactyls are attacking and he picks up two margaritas to run away.
And for people who don't know, Eddy has visited every Margaritaville.
Every Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville, all the restaurants I always have to stress that because I did stress it in the beginning, but people will be like, what about this hotel? And it's like, I broke down in the beginning that it was the restaurants. What the hell? Oh my God. I don't know if there's like a zoom that'll show it.
This looks completely unfamiliar to me.
Would you like me to take it more out of the box just
You
so we
can
can
if
see?
you want, yeah.
Okay, of course, yeah.
Unless you want to keep it pristine for collector value.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll resell it at any point.
You say that now.
You're giving me a gift and I'm already thinking about reselling it. Wait,
No, you have to put that front and center in your house
Uh-huh.
and really emphasize, hey, I'm the Margaritaville guy.
Yeah, that's one thing you know about me is that ever since that video, I really want to be tied to it all the time.
Yes.
Well, the thing is, I don't mind talking about it, but I do think it'll say Rainforest Guy on my grave. Also, can you tell me how you came into possession while I'm getting all these stickers?
Oh, I was at Comic-Con maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
And there was this Mattel booth. And they basically carnival barkered me over. And this guy was like, you see this? Jimmy Buffett? He goes, this is really rare. This will be gone in the next hour, maybe.
This is really rare.
He was like, you need to buy this now or you won't be able to get it later. I'm telling you right now. I did a loop and it was still there. So it's definitely gone up in value
Of
by
course.
thousands at this point.
Definitely $5,000 now, because everybody loves the first Jurassic World and they love Jimmy. Well, people do love Jimmy Buffett. Of
Well, and
course,
Jimmy's not with us anymore, right?
Yeah.
So
you were like celebrating when he died.
Well, I'm just saying the value of that probably increased.
You're like, we can also mourn the dead, but be excited about the value increase of our figurines. Like, you can be both. You can be both things at once.
When
Okay.
the legends lie down, the price rises up.
It seems to be a tiki bar that is also made. Does this look like a dinosaur egg nest to you?
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
It almost looks as if the base is a tiki bar themed for Jimmy. But it almost seems as if a giant pterodactyl has dropped Jimmy and a big margarita off in the nest to be fed on. And the baby pterodactyls are there to feed on Jimmy, which seems kind of fucked up, especially now that he's gone.
That
he's
is
not with us
dark.
anymore. It is battery powered. Okay, we got to figure this out.
And don't try and leave this here. You have to take this. And oh man, I forgot the present. No, I'm not going to allow you to do that.
Okay, got it. I will remember to take it.
Or I will use the rest of these bottles on your head.
I will say this is not something I mentioned in the video, but it was pretty sad when we were doing it, is that like Jimmy, I think, had canceled the show for health problems while we were recording. And so like there was actually a worry when we were doing it where we were like, we don't want to be insensitive. If he passes away when we're doing this, we kind of have to cancel the video. Like it would just feel weird to post it, or we'd have to wait or something. And I remember he canceled something for health reasons, and I didn't realize until I went on that trip how much of a kind of cult of personality there was with Jimmy Buffett, and how many people had like spent, I know this is common for some people. It wasn't for me until I went on the trip. How many people would spend like all of their vacation time experiencing the Buffett wave? They would go to Margaritaville resorts. They would go to his concerts. I didn't realize there was such like a community of people that had been in it for like 40 years. And they would be we'd be in the elevator and they'd be like, yeah, I don't know if you heard about his health stuff, but I saw him a few months ago and it just wasn't the same. And it's like, it was sad.
He has his own like deadheads.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Wow,
yeah.
I didn't
They're
know
what I'm forgetting their names. They have a name for it. Parrot heads. It actually is that.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't realize how much of a community Buffett was for a lot of people.
Did you feel an appreciation?
Yeah. So I think, obviously those videos, there's like a narrative to it that's, obviously a bit that I'm doing. Yeah. Some people are like, wow, with Rainforest Cafe, they're like, what, like, did it really drive you crazy? And I'm like, no, I was just, it's,
Yeah.
But that was something where being on that trip and even joking about being like more like what Buffett was selling, I do think it was very fun as a very anxious person to lean into and play the part of a guy that's just like chilling out. And I do think it actually made an impact on me. Like the whether or not Jimmy was like it in his personal life, which I think he was, but I didn't know him personally. I think there is something to be said about making your pitch to the world just having a good time. And I do think that there's a lot of people that do need to lean into that more and just like I sometimes just need the mental picture of just relaxing on the beach with a drink. It's nice to go there sometimes.
He's the chiller in chief.
He really is, and I know that's a lot of the impact that he had on people. I'm not sure what this little piece is.
Looks like a little salt shaker.
Oh, it is a little salt shaker. How'd you see that from that far?
Eagle eyes, man.
Wow. Okay, I don't know if I should set this up.
We could unveil it at the end.
Okay.
One thing that I feel like I appreciate about you and the way you make videos is you could just become the guy that just goes to the stuff.
Yeah.
You could go, guys, I'm going to go now to all the hotels. I'm going to go do those now.
Yeah.
And you could just milk that idea, but I feel like it's pretty apparent that you, even though you don't explicitly state it, I can just tell that you don't want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing, especially, it's interesting talking about this because for people that don't know, Ian and I off camera have been friends for years. And yeah, you know that is not, that's like my nightmare. I just, and it's not to be known for that thing. I'm always proud of a thing that I make, but I think, you know, the exciting part about, and the kind of privilege of my job is that I can make, not whatever I want, but whatever I think interests me and I think will also interest other people.
Yeah.
And I think that's an incredible gift. And sure, I think there's a choice when something like that happens, right? You do something that works beyond what you ever thought. I never, ever in my wildest dreams thought I would have like a YouTube video with 10 million views. That is still insane to me. It actually like kind of inconceivable. But when that moment happens, you're like, okay, am I willing to accept that this thing is something cool that I worked on that seemed to resonate with people and people enjoyed, and I won't be chasing that high for the rest of my life? Or do I want to spend my whole life chasing that high for profit and for to try and like, you know, get that again? And I think personally, people liking it resonated with me way more than like the views of it. And so I was like, I want to keep making stuff that people like. And I just think the idea of like, I don't know, if you Christmas caroled me, if you like a Ghost of Christmas Future showed me that at 40, I was like, we're going to every Bubba Gump, I'd be like, no, we can't be doing that. We got to be doing something different. Yeah, I'm dragging a full family around. Whoa! Sorry. There's batteries in it that work then, apparently.
Damn, those batteries are prehistoric.
Yeah,
They've been in there a minute. I feel like even the little things like in your latest video where you tested the limits of ChatGPT to see how far it would push you into madness. I noticed even in the beginning, you had like a very cool intro. And you let it play and you didn't have to feel like you had to jump cut. And I appreciated the intent to try and go a little more, you know, cinematic in a way. And it's the same with Nakey Jakey's new video. And do you feel like that's kind of a thing that's happening with all these guys and people in that who are like, okay, I've been doing it a minute, I kind of want to push myself? Yeah,
I mean, I can definitely speak to directly. I mean, when you mentioned Jakey and I, this is a discussion that privately Jakey and I have all the time, where it's something that I never want people to think that it's taking the like support from people for granted, but like when you do this for a long time, not only is it an extreme privilege, but I actually think not even in a way of personal like creation, but to the audience that has followed you, you want to not top something and make it bigger. I think that's a very like, you know, the MrBeast view of YouTube. But it's like, you know, people watching me have matured and got older, and their tastes and sense in the art they consume has grown as well as mine.
Yeah.
And not only to kind of for myself do I want to, you know, try to express myself more artistically in what I do, but like, I don't know, if people are watching you for a long time, I feel like they as an audience deserve something that I don't want to say like challenges them more, but it at least like, you know, grows up with them. And I think that's something that Jakey and I have like talked about for years, is like, if we're not feeling inspired by this artistically, then like people watching will be able to feel it. And I think, I just like, film has always been like really important to me and has become more important to me in the last couple of years. And I think, when you say that, like trying to hold a little bit longer on I do it on certain shots, but even in the intro of the video, it's like, I'm fortunate enough that a bunch of adults watch my stuff, and it's like, sure, a YouTuber who makes stuff for everyone that is supposed to grab your attention immediately, has to kind of jingle the keys. But like, it's something that I feel like lucky the people clicking on my stuff are for the most part trying to engage with something that is a bit longer, and they're sitting down for it. And so for myself and for what I watch on YouTube, try to sometimes hold and make sure that I am as patient with it as I would be with like watching a TV show or movie, just to train my own brain to have a regular attention span again.
When you started making videos, you were more so like commenting on things.
Yeah.
And at what point did you feel like you wanted to expand that out and show things versus react to things?
Honestly, it was it sounds so dumb for it to be so important, like career-wise for me, but that Morbius video where I went to see it 5 days in a row, I had like the challenge of not knowing how to, I had reacted to like bad movies before, but I didn't know how to structure it of like, I'm going to do something, and I'm also talking about a movie that I can only use the visuals from the trailer. And I'll be honest, a big inspiration for how I did the recap part of that, video was Jenny Nicholson, where I was like, well, I was worried people would be too bored without visuals as I recapped things. And I'm like, but I watched Jenny talk about, like Rogue One for like an hour. I don't know how long that video is, but I sometimes will listen to Jenny just talk about something for, 4 hours.
Yeah.
And so I remember thinking like, all right, that part I think I can trust to just kind of recap and criticize the movie. And then when I went to go film stuff and I got back and I started editing, me going to the movie theater and me like finding that the syncs didn't work well. And it was like this, it scratched this itch that I had also been, I'd also been watching How To with John Wilson.
Okay.
And I was like, I feel like I see the world in a new way because of this show, and I'm having an absolute blast filming, going to do things. And then luckily enough, like, I think it was maybe 2 weeks later, Ted asked me if I wanted to do the rainforest video. And I was like, I don't know how I would structure this in a video. I did just have a lot of fun going and doing stuff for the Morbius thing. And so I think I do know how to structure this because I just edited it and just made it.
Right.
So it was like sort of intentional, but also sort of, I just like found my way into it from like opportunities, like, Ted asking me to do that first trip.
Like I just watched a video the other day of a guy living in a bush at like a busy intersection, and it was like 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Like urban camping. I think we're all on our phones so much, and we all like kind of hate it. I'm more and more wanting to watch people do things outside.
Yeah, I think it's the mixture of that, and now with generative AI, I have been very optimistic about art on the internet when it comes to generative AI, because I think, and we can already, I was talking with Tony about this maybe like a year ago, but I think we can all feel it now, is the more video like feels fake and artificial, like, and the more we see generative AI move into things like TV shows or movies, I mean, it makes me sick to my stomach to see that happen, but it's clearly creating a taste in people where they want to see real things happen in real life. They want to see like art that is made with intention. And I think that creates a draw that like people want. You just want to watch people do shit that is not just like indoors.
Yeah. I've noticed that the making of art has kind of replaced the actual finished product.
Yeah.
Like my whole reel feed is, you want to watch somebody spend a time lapse of hours doing the thing and making an elaborate thing, and then when they finish at the end, you get the payoff. But I think more and more often people are more interested in seeing the making of art versus art.
Yeah, and I could say even in certain avenues, like even with like cooking back in the day, I feel like those tasty videos were so huge, where it's like you want to see a recipe made instantly. Now it's like I want to see, if I'm watching an Instagram reel of somebody cooking, like I want to see something go wrong. I want to see people kind of just like yap about random bullshit while they're making it. I want to see like the messy process of making something rather than just like here it is. Because I don't know, with everything edited down, you can find something perfect on the internet in a second, and it's not interesting anymore. We've seen too many things that are just like perfect and pristine, and I want to see shit get messy.
You had mentioned Jenny, and speaking of things getting messy, I want to tell people now that it's been a little bit of time that on the Jenny episode that I put out on this channel, my audio stopped working about 30 minutes in, and I just sounded like I was on a megaphone in like a fish tank. Like my voice was like this from 30 minutes on. So I re-recorded the whole episode line by line. I sat here with headphones, and every chuckle, every time my stupid ass went like, I redid it.
You told me this already. I've watched it knowing that. It's so fun to watch.
Yeah, so
you did a good job. I really do think you did.
From like 30 minutes on, the exact conversation we're talking about Knott's Berry Farm. From that point on, everything out of my mouth is overdubbed like 3 weeks after the fact. So there were only a couple comments that were like, is the audio off for anybody else? I'm like, yeah, it's really, if you only knew. That was a nightmare. I'm hoping that doesn't happen now.
Yeah. I guess people will never know because you told them later. So
yeah, and now I'm not going to tell them ever again.
They have to be, now everyone's got to have to actively listen a lot more, which is good.
Yeah, you need one like lost episode problem. Have you had something where you're like, oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, when I started making videos because I was so bad with like tech, I would lose like entire commentary videos that I shot just from like audio I wasn't recording right, or the camera went out and I didn't notice. It's a lot easier now because my stuff is just like a collection of shooting it and then like piecing it together into a story.
Did you redo any of them, or did you just leave them?
I think I redid a couple of them, but I would usually need a day because I'd feel like I kind of gave my all, and then it wasn't in me anymore. So then I need like a day to recharge. Yeah. But that stuff's always it's heartbreaking to be like, oh fuck.
Do you feel like people expect you to how do I word this? They want to see you kind of suffer.
Yeah.
Or go see a movie 5 days in a row, or drive to every single thing. Suffering and curiosity that come together.
Yeah, I think it also really opens up fun storytelling when that happens.
Yeah.
But I personally, to me at the time, falling into that stuff, like the original idea for the Morbius one was making fun of that culture on YouTube. It was like, and it was nice that Ted came to me with that rainforest idea, because these ones were, as opposed to like I locked myself in a box for 100 hours, they're self-imposed ridiculous like inconveniences, where it's like seeing Morbius 5 days in a row is not really an enticing idea, and it's not even really like self-torture in a way. It's just like, it's so ridiculous that like suffering from it is hilarious.
Yeah.
I do think there was an expectation for a while where it's like, what's the next thing you're going to like torture yourself with?
Right.
And the thing is, like with the ChatGPT one, hopefully it didn't feel like a challenge anymore. It was much more, but that is something that like, I think people expect, to be honest, I think, and maybe I'm wrong here, I don't think people expect a lot from me. I think I'm around just enough where people just aren't really thinking about me like that until I show up on their feed. And it's kind of nice. I think I used to be around a lot more. And it's like, I'm still around always making stuff, especially on my channel with Tony. But I kind of like that it feels like people forget about me until I'm in front of them.
Okay.
It's like, there's like, that. Yeah, there's like, it's an object permanence thing for me. Like,
you're not down at Dobrik's Pizza calling up Hollywood Fix to come take some shots of you.
No, I would fucking panic if Hollywood Fix showed up near me at all. I have no idea. I'd be like, why are you here? What can I offer you? Yeah, I think like, I think there's certain people like that, that I've also befriended and been able to talk to that I really respect, that come around every once in a while. The biggest compliment for me is not that people are always talking about the stuff that I make. The biggest compliment for me is when somebody is sitting around and they go like, I wonder if he's making something new.
Right.
That's all I need, is just to maybe like, hey, I wonder if he's working on something.
And when you show up, it's a gift, because a lot of these people, they juice off of your videos. They love watching.
They say they hold up. They do what?
They juice.
They juice off of my videos.
Yeah, they play them. They go, this is funny.
Okay.
And then they People love it.
You could say I'm a juicer.
You're a juicer in a way, you know, which we all aspire to be.
Yeah.
You ever call up Jimmy for advice?
Jimmy Buffett or Beast?
Beast.
No.
Jimbo? Close personal friend?
No, I have not. I've not met Jimmy Beast. I didn't look to after the Ghost Kitchen stuff. I don't know, very glad to not be involved mostly with that after everything happened. But Jimmy fascinates me because he strikes me as somebody who doesn't fully understand the criticisms against him because his ideology is just like so different. Yeah. Where it's like he's got like posters of Steve Jobs on the wall or like Elon Musk, and then somebody makes fun of him and he's like, I think it's less so like, fuck these people, I'm evil, and he's more like, I don't get it, like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. And sometimes I actually kind of feel bad for him there because you can tell like he just doesn't fully get why some people don't like him. And it's more of a cultural thing than him directly, I feel like. Right. At the end of the day, did you see his GQ video? No. They just released the like 10 things I can't live without with him. And one of his things was a briefcase of money.
That's so sick.
That's so cool, man. He's so awesome.
He is fucking cool.
He is fucking sick, dude.
I'd love to have Jimbo in here someday.
Oh my God. The thing is, I honestly, if there were no like content, I don't want to do this for a video because I don't want the responsibility of an interview or anything like that with Jimmy. It's like I wish in a vacuum like I could just have a conversation with him without me having to ask him to have a conversation, just because I'd like to pick his brain on how he feels about things. I just feel like sometimes I feel like there's a couple questions I could ask him that he'd be like, you know what, I never thought about it like that before. Right. I think I could shake something loose in Jimmy.
That would be wholesome.
Yeah, but I also don't want the responsibility of like excusing anything that he does.
You could have flown to Beastland and talked to him there.
Yeah, flown to. Oh, I forgot about Beastland. Fuck.
How could you forget about Beastland? I think about it every day.
I didn't see any video from it. Did people post videos of it?
I don't think so.
It's like, how did nothing come out from that?
I've looked into it a little. There was like a big pool, a big pile of money in the middle.
Cool, of course.
And then the peripheral stuff seemed like they didn't want to show as much. But there was money there, so that's cool.
That's also one of those things where I'm like, Jimmy Beast doesn't need me to think he's cool. He doesn't.
Jimmy's big time.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's in Walmart's. Like, it's like Feastables are everywhere.
He's a freaking alpha dog.
He really is. Like, it's one of those things where I'm like, it doesn't matter what I think about him. Like, it really does. It doesn't.
He's a force.
Yeah. Like, who's going to stop Jimmy Beast?
It's like being mad at like the Sierra Nevadas. Yeah. It's just mountains.
It's nature.
Yeah. And who are you to judge a mountain like that?
It's like it's an unstoppable force meets a very stoppable object, which is me.
Exactly. I should try to be more of an interviewer.
Okay.
On these instead of such a goof.
Okay.
People say I'm not sincere enough, and I'm so sincere.
Yeah. Don't say that again.
I'm so sincere.
Yeah, I believe that.
Okay. So I was like, okay, let me try and be more of an interviewer. Let me get into my interview bag.
Okay.
So I texted my mom.
All right.
And I said, Mom, imagine you're Diane Sawyer.
Okay.
My mom's, 60 years old. She probably, I'll bleep that out. I said, can you write me some interview questions if you were like Barbara Walters, Diane Sawyer, for me to ask my guest?
Okay.
And she didn't ChatGPT. She doesn't even know what that is.
Okay, that's good.
She wrote a bunch of questions.
Did you just say my guest, or does she know that it was me?
I just said my guest.
That's awesome. Okay, cool.
And she said, what is the theme? I said, dealer's choice. She said, oh my goodness.
Okay.
And then
I like this.
She took 4 days. She wrote a wall of.
Whoa!
I'm just going to pick a few.
Yeah,
here.
No, this is great. I love this.
How often do you change your sheets?
More often now. I would say the answer would be embarrassing before, but I try to do once, I would say a week, but if I'm being really honest, probably once every 2 weeks.
Okay. That's a good answer. If you would like that answer. If you could move out of the country, where would you go and why?
I have not traveled internationally enough to know. I've only of international countries that I've been to have been to Canada and to Italy. I think if I'm being really practical, it would probably be Canada of the two, just because I wouldn't have to change my lifestyle too much. And also we're naturally better than all Canadians. So like I would just kind of be the king of that place, I'm sure.
You might have to get in line.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
First visit to Italy for your recent video, right?
Yeah. And I really did love Italy. I don't know what my life would be like if I lived there. I do sometimes fantasize about being able to just like live in a small Italian village and kind of disappearing.
I could see you being like a Ireland guy.
See, I've wanted to go to Ireland. I'm also a bit Irish, but I don't. I've never been.
What do you think about when you wake up at 3 a.m. and you cannot go back to sleep?
Ooh, huh.
It's like, okay, Mom.
Yeah,
what was going on when she wrote that?
Yeah, I'd say. Listen, we're friends. In the last year, I'd say pass.
Pass. My mom suddenly got kind of dark. What personality trait do you dislike the most about yourself?
I think, you know what? There's a not a long list. There's a short list of things that I'm trying to work on. I think one thing that I did work on, that I actually looked back and didn't like, is that part of the drive, I think, to do what I do for my job when I was younger was a need to feel seen in a way that would prove to people that I wasn't like a failure. I think when I went to community college, it was like all my friends moved away and I kind of felt like I had no direction in my life.
Right.
And I really desperately wanted to do comedy and filmmaking, and I wanted to be like known for it. And I think that like little demon inside me of like wanting not to just feel seen, but like kind of wanting to be famous doesn't exist in me anymore. And that's why you don't see me posting like that many videos, is I really care about making the thing now. And I think that those scales tipped as my life got better and I grew up and I had a healthier mindset. Whereas before I think, it's forgivable because I was like 18, 19.
Yeah.
But I think I cared less about the craft and more about what it would bring. And now I care much more about the craft and realize that like, not only is being known in that way like fleeting, but it also you need to make like really gross sacrifices in your life to try to be like as famous as you can be. But my sights were never set high. I just kind of wanted to be a part of like filmmaking or comedy, but also known as a member.
It's like a push-pull where you want people to see what you're making.
Yeah.
But then I have this all the time where suddenly I'm like, wait, don't perceive me anymore. Yeah. And people get confused by it. They're like, why is the guy who never talks suddenly talking? And I'm like, I'm wondering that too. What is causing me to do it? It's a very weird feeling.
That's and you I feel that difference in for anybody who's like met anybody in this kind of career path, because we know a lot of people. I feel like there are two kind of camps where there's people who really enjoy that being perceived, and I have had this really weird experience with the last 3 videos that I've made. It was the Italy one. I don't feel this with my stuff with Tony, and I think it's a collaborative thing. I think I'm very proud of the comedy that I individually have with Tony. And so when we release those, I'm just more excited to get it out there. Yeah. When I made my Italy one, my phone one, and the ChatGPT one, I was so dedicated to trying to make something that was like an artistic expression that I hoped was entertaining and funny, but it was very personal to me as well, that I was so focused on making them that like this has happened 3 times now, so I'm trying to be a little bit more used to it. When I got to the day I was, to post it to the public, I would have this thought where I'm like, oh, I forgot I have to show people this. Yeah. And I would get to the end and go like, man, I sometimes wish that my job was to make these and then just to put them away. Cause like, it's really vulnerable the more you try to like, open yourself up in these videos. Of course I enjoy people. It really does make it worth it when people come up and say something nice about the videos. But, when I am about to post them, I'm like, I would love to not put this out there cause it's so scary to do. Right. And then it usually takes me about a week, and I don't look at comments to even be okay with the fact that like so many people are perceiving me in that moment. Yeah. Because usually I'll stay up I'll usually pull an all-nighter on the final day. There's so much work. And so I'll be sleep deprived and I'll be laying in bed and I'm like, I just put something out there that right now I know at least a couple 100,000 people are watching and they're all deciding their own opinions on it. And I am just like sitting here.
Yeah.
And I haven't slept in 2 days and I've realized like I really need to get some sleep because that's when you're most like vulnerable, where you're like, my brain is not functioning correctly. And also I'm being perceived a lot right now.
That's when you call Jimmy.
That's when I call Jimmy and I say, Jimmy, give me your secrets. What do you do? How do you love life?
I'll be right there. I'm sending the Beast Jet.
Yeah, I'm sending the Beast Jet and I have a briefcase of money.
Yeah, just get a briefcase of money. It'll be fine.
Honestly, that'd probably help.
I have 2 more questions for my mom.
Okay.
Did you have a favorite toy or stuffed animal growing up, and what was it?
My favorite toy, I would say, was it was a little figurine of the White Power Ranger.
Okay.
Because when I played with toys all the time, like he was like the cool one. And then in my little imagination toy storyline, he had a best friend, which was it was a mini. I think it was a McDonald's version of Tigger from Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
And I named him Stripes, and those two were best friends. And they
decided his name was Stripes.
Yeah, he wasn't. I had a bigger like stuffed animal of Tigger from Winnie the Pooh, and that was him. But the mini one was a different guy. He's a different canon.
He wasn't in the world. He just looked like him.
Yes.
Multiverse.
Yeah,
shit.
they would go on adventures together with all my other toys.
That's
and,
cool.
Yeah, I used to like stay up under my blanket and just kind of like act shit out.
Stripes.
Mm-hmm.
Where is he now?
In a box in my mom's place. Yeah, I made sure to. When we moved out of my childhood home, I didn't let the strong grips of divorce take away my favorite childhood toys.
That's good.
Yeah, I kept some of them. I should bring them here. Honestly, that'd be nice.
You should. I have my like childhood blanket, my blankie.
I have one. I have mine here too as well.
I burned it.
Oh,
on
really?
accident as a kid. I wanted it to be. I like to get it all warm to cuddle with, so I would put it on the light bulb to warm it up.
Did it catch fire or just burn?
It was.
Oh man.
I was watching DuckTales, put it in there, forgot, took a nap. My mom comes out of her bedroom going, "What's on fire?"
Oh
and
my God.
blanket, and I was like, "Oh, oops."
My bad.
But that thing was toasty.
So you
I'd
have
put it under my shirt, and it would be such a good feeling. I still have it. The shards of this.
It's funny that you mentioned that because my childhood blanket was the opposite, where it would get really cold and cool, and I would like the sensation of putting it around my feet.
Oh yeah, the best. What fond memory of your childhood do you think of often?
I think there's a good deal of them. I think if I'm thinking of the fondest time of my whole childhood, I think the summer that I got a DS Lite that I shared with Tony.
Classic.
And I got it because my friends also got DSs, and we were riding bikes around the neighborhood. We had just gotten old enough to like be around my whole subdivision and have our own like kind of freedom.
Yeah.
And so we would just kind of like play games on the go and play capture the flag and like baseball and football and just kind of ride our bikes around. And I feel like that is the freest summer I've ever had in my like whole life.
I love a good free summer.
Yep.
You're running around like Stand By Me.
Yeah. Yeah. It was exactly like Stand By Me.
Exactly. Well, these have been mom questions.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's she's got it.
I love those mom. You should keep doing mom questions.
Mom
as a
question.
segment.
She watches a lot of Good Morning America every day. It shows.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the questions were really great. I really like that.
Thank you, mom questions. Would you say that you have the best mustache on YouTube? Can we make that declaration here right now?
I'll let anybody else make that declaration for me, but I just, mustaches come in all shapes and sizes, and I can't.
Who is challenging it though?
I don't know.
Who? Come on.
I don't know.
Who's one person who even has that you've gone, that's an okay mustache?
I'm trying to even think about other YouTube mustaches. I'm not really. I'm kind of blanking on them. Mine was like, mine was kind of accidental. I grew a shitty beard when I was like 23.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what if I keep the mustache just for a day? And I was like, wait, this might be a better look than what I look like right now.
You could do like one of those thumbnails that's just a mustache and your glasses.
Yeah,
we could do that like silhouette, like old school thing.
The way that merch has been pitched to me, and I'm like, absolutely
No,
not.
not
We're
gonna
not
happen.
doing the mustache and glasses. There's no way. We might as well put like the word bacon on it as well too.
That's gonna come back soon though.
Yeah.
I would invest now.
Mustaches and bacon are going to come back in a big way this year.
Well, because Fantano says he's like the teeth guy.
Okay.
He says he's got the best teeth. So
Does he? I'm not trying to knock Fantano. I just haven't noticed his teeth.
I know he's had some competition. Some other people have disputed this throne.
He's kind of the bald guy. Is that not what? Is that not what we're
Definitely
giving
the bald guy. I don't know who would beat him as the bald guy.
His nickname is Melon, and he's like, "I'm the teeth guy." It's like, no, that's
you can't have both.
You can't have both. It's one, and it's the bald thing.
Yeah, he's the bald man.
Yeah.
So then I think you could be the mustache guy because who else? Like I'm trying to think of some people that even have it.
I think Curtis almost deserves the YouTube mustache because of the insane strays that he catches on Twitter all the time. I know he made a whole video about it. I got included in one of those once, and I was like, what the? This feels awful, and it happens to Curtis like once a week.
Right.
It's
I
like,
remember that.
I think maybe he needs like a purple heart for a YouTube mustache. Like they just keep shooting him.
They've defined him as a genre of man.
Yeah,
you got included in that.
I got included in it, but there was whoever did it included me in the biggest photo.
Also, the way that they lumped all you guys together, you're
different vibes.
Your mustache is completely different. It's like I do a lot of research in the bald community for no reason. And they have it's called the Norwood scale. You know about Norwood?
No.
Norwood, you have a ranking of basically how bad you're balding.
Oh, okay.
So like level 3 Norwood, you go to your guy and you'll be like, yeah, I'm Norwood 3.
So how many? What's the top level? The worst level?
I believe it's like 5 or 6.
Okay,
but it's like your mustache is in a completely different Norwood category.
It's also just a completely different vibe, and I think the funniest thing, and Curtis made a video about this, is that Curtis's mustache gets put in a grouping of performative men, and the things that they'd be performing for, Curtis already has all those things in his life. Like it's just he's just him.
Yeah,
I think what gets lumped in is people that are maybe striving to be Curtis, maybe, and then he's the poster child for that. But it's like he doesn't need to perform to get a girlfriend. He's happily married. Like that's he's got it. he's
got
fine.
it, and a good guy. We love Curtis.
Yeah.
He's great. I'm gonna give you the title.
Okay.
And if anyone wants to dispute it, try.
Okay, I won't battle for it.
No one's gonna do it.
I'll appreciate. I will thank you for the title.
I noticed you didn't mention me though.
Well, you have to get rid of the beard to keep the mustache. You've had it before. But right now you don't currently. The mustache is always there when you have a beard, but like you have to get the credit, you have to get rid of the beard.
Tony's a beard guy.
Yeah, Tony's a beard guy.
Has he ever thought of being a mustache guy?
No, we've talked about it. I don't strive. I think the thing is we grew up wanting. The thing about being fraternal twins is that people still almost like want you to be identical. Like people want you to match. Even though we just look like brothers, people have asked me like, "Have you ever, gone to a class for the other one in school?" And it's like we look different.
Yeah.
But we always we wouldn't wear matching clothes unless we were like really little. And so I think he and I always strive to just like keep our identities super separate.
Right.
And so when I went with the mustache, I think in Tony's brain it was like that's not an option for me.
Limits now.
Yeah, and then Tony went with the beard, and I was like, I think we got our lanes that we're in.
What's it like working with your brother?
I love it. I think Tony and I just are friends and work in a way that is so smooth. And that's because not only we spend our whole lives together, but in community college we had our even teenage or early 20s time where we'd butt heads or something like that, but never as a real problem with our relationship. We were always friends. And then working together even brought obviously new challenges, but it's just we work so smoothly. We're so aligned in what we want to do that it's just it's a fucking blast to work with Tony. He's so awesome.
He seems very easygoing. It seems like you guys, if you have any disagreements or anything, it'd be easy to navigate.
Yeah. And I think too with Tony is that especially with writing comedy with Tony, he's such kind of a sniper with stuff, and he's so good at writing jokes that are just a type of guy reacting to things. It's not a super structured joke, but he'll just respond to a question in a way, almost performing as an annoying guy that is just so pointed and funny all the time.
My brother filmed my last video. And I can't let him get too close because he's like super obsessed with fitness and stuff. So he's like the fit one. So then you should say, well, I should be the smart one. No, he's also the smart one. So I'm the less fit one and the dumber one.
So you got to be the creative one.
Yes. So if he gets too close to things over here, he will who directed Marty Supreme?
Josh Safdie.
He will Safdie me. Like I can't have him over here.
You can't make me Benny. Is what you're saying.
No, I can't. He can't put me over there making Smashing Machine.
The thing is, Benny's also got acting though. Josh
True.
doesn't act, so he's like they got their settled thing, and also like Smashing Machine. I don't think it's one of those things that it's like the directing from Josh made Smashing Machine feel.
I liked
worse.
it.
It's such an unfair comparison with them because they're brothers, and you know. Listen, Josh isn't Bowser Jr. Benny is Bowser Jr.
I'm imagining what that would feel like if people are constantly going, man, there's always one untalented shit brother.
Yeah,
and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah, especially when you're like an accomplished actor director, where it's like, hold on, like he made The Curse, and then also they made their other movies together, and it's like one time people like Josh's movie more than his, and everyone's like, well, we know where the talent is.
Yeah,
it's like fuck, man.
Horrible feeling.
Yeah.
Which one's Joel and which one's Ethan Coen?
One of them did the Denzel Shakespeare one, and then one of them did like Honey Don't.
They did the same thing. They said the one who did Macbeth is the
Macbeth.
good one.
Yeah, I loved Denzel's Macbeth. I thought it was awesome.
It was very good. They're
Tony
pitting
Fallon.
these brothers against each
That's
other
the
out
thing.
here. It's so sad.
People naturally, especially when you're twins, want to make like a hierarchy right away. When people learn that Tony and I are twins, the first question that comes out of their mouth instantly is who was born first. People want it right away to be like, who's the winner? And it's like who's older? I need to know. And it's like we're both born at the same time. Just one of us happened to shift our bodies quicker. Like
Yeah, but really though, who was it?
it was me.
Okay, yeah. They want to break up the Duffers.
Yeah, I don't
People
think
want to shove a wedge between them.
people clamoring for the Duffers
I think they want them to split up.
to split up separately and creatively go their own way.
Was the Philippe brothers?
Yeah, that did Talk to Me.
Those brothers are going strong as well.
Yeah, though it's really cool to see them talk about their creative process. I saw it in person once, and they were talking about how like they fall in their separate interests. Like one of them deeply cares about like the sound, and it's like it seems like both of them are really capable directors, and I think with a lot of those brothers, it's like they have their own strengths, and I think it's probably really common that you see directing teams be people who are related because they have to be somewhat aligned, but then also aided by their separate interests.
Right.
But you need to be able to have a family force you together to not have a creative project, I think, like rip you to shreds.
I'll do everything in my power to keep the Duffers intact.
Together. We need to keep the Duffer Brothers together. We need to keep the family
People
together.
are trying to upset them. Stop trying to upset them.
People are trying to put one of the Duffers in the upside down, and we can't let them do
It's
it.
so wrong to me. I didn't even watch the finale.
I didn't either. And if you asked me to say the Duffer Brothers' first names, you held a gun to my head, I would die.
Would you ever try and make like a short film or write a script?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like my dream would be to do that, and I want to get into doing it a lot more. But also, there's so much creative freedom in what I do now. I would never I don't think you'd ever see me just like completely abandoning my channel to try and do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there was a time where I felt really insecure because I couldn't afford film school, and I'd never been on like any sets that I just like thought, well, I'm not really like capable of this.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'm getting older, I'm getting more confident in myself, and I'm like, I actually think I could. I just want to. I have a lot of friends that do that sort of stuff, and I more want just experience on set, not instantly jumping to like directing or writing, but like I'll hold a boom mic if I have to. I just want to be around it more.
Yeah.
And I absolutely will do that in the future. It's always been my dream to like make a movie.
Man, I should just make a short film.
Yeah.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
What's stopping me?
That's the as the year turns over, I'm like, I'm 29 now. I'm like, I gotta get pretty serious if I want to do this stuff. Like,
that means your Saturn is returning.
Is that what that means?
Yeah, buckle up, my friend.
Does it return when you're 30?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
That's what Ariana Grande told me in one of her songs.
Oh, I was like, when did you?
I wish we were hanging out like that.
Do you wish that Ariana Grande was here instead of me? You can be honest. If some kind of magical being popped in and said like I can replace him right now, you'd say yes.
Is Ethan Slater here too?
Yeah.
No. She picked the wrong Slater.
Yeah.
It's just a couple letters off.
Yeah, and in that way, you were so close.
You said you were about to turn 30.
Mm-hmm. In November, so I just turned 29.
Do you have like a hobby that you're like, I could see myself getting into my 30s? Because I'm like a bird guy now.
I think I've started it. I have a lot of plants now. That's been in the last year.
Okay.
And I've also been baking a lot lately.
Baking fucks.
I just got a KitchenAid stand mixer. Have I not given you any of my baked goods yet? Oh, okay. I got there's a couple that I am gonna make soon. I need to the best cookie that I've made so far, in my personal opinion, is a brownie cookie. It's a best of both worlds with the two. I'll definitely make those before D&D next time.
Brookie? Is that the official
term? It's not a cookie and a brownie, because that's, I believe, a brookie.
Okay.
It is a brownie that is shaped like a cookie.
Oh.
And it's not, I think it's a good marriage of it, because brownies, I think, usually are too thick and too rich, but it's like the perfect amount. There's a little bit of espresso powder in there too, so there's a little bit.
Love that.
But yeah, I got a KitchenAid stand mixer the other day, so I'm going to be making more cakes.
That's nice.
Yeah, I made some baked apple cider donuts that were pretty good.
Ooh.
I made a pumpkin bourbon bread that was all right. These are more simple bakes, but I'm really getting into it now. I think that the cakes are going to be the ones where I'm getting a little bit more intricate with everything.
That's nice.
Yeah, but I think those hobbies are definitely newer. I'm trying to especially get better at cooking as well too.
All my Instagram reels are like these healthy cooking videos that I'm experimenting with, and they all are like, yeah, it's just egg whites and cottage cheese and over and over, but you just turn it into different things.
Oh, okay. It's those ones where they'll start out and they'll say the exact amount of protein in it and the exact amount of calories. Yeah.
But it all goes back to egg whites, cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, and cayenne.
Yep.
In everything.
Yeah,
and
those
it's just a slog.
It's tough with those algorithmic ones because it teeters on eating disorder when you're and it's
right.
like it's one thing that like I go back and forth with, where I was doing the real like protein eating before, and then I was like, I think I care too much about this. I got to ease back a little bit.
Are you working on your next video?
Not yet. Well, like ish, but I gave myself a bit of a holiday break, and it's I don't know when this is coming out, but it's still fairly early January. But yeah, I'm working on something with Tony already, and I'm trying to figure out what the next thing I'm going to go shoot is. I actually do have a couple ideas. It's rare that I have a couple that I want to shoot.
Yeah.
That I will tell you about off camera.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm starting the process right now.
So things are in the works.
Yeah,
You're
I'm working
cooking.
on stuff.
You're cooking.
As for people worried, I am working.
That's good.
Yeah.
Can we see the finished product of the
of Jimmy?
Of Jimmy. There it is. Oh, we're gonna get claimed for that.
I don't think this isn't a Buffett song.
What is it?
Well, we'll see if he starts singing. No, this is just vague, I think. Steel drum.
I love how crunchy it is too. That's pretty nice, huh?
Yeah, and he's getting attacked the whole time.
And you're definitely gonna put that right in the center of your house.
I will put this somewhere.
The pterodactyl just bit him. What is happening? It's like a blender sound.
Oh, maybe it is a blender because it's a frozen margarita, maybe.
Wow. Are they applauding for him?
I think it's the crowd being attacked by pterodactyls. That's horrifying.
Jesus.
Holy fuck. This actually I will put this on display. You will see it next time you're at my apartment.
Okay, wonderful.
Thank you so much for this.
Yes, you're welcome. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This has been great. Thank you, Eddy, for being here.
Dude, thank you for having me.
Wonderful.
This is awesome.
We're all excited for your next project. You know what you should do?
What?
You should go to every Hard Rock Cafe. Wouldn't that be nice? That'd be so fun. What do you do? Oh, Jesus.
Don't ever say some dumb shit like that to me again. I go on your fucking show. You're going to ask me to...
I'm sorry. That wasn't even one of the Breakaway ones. That was real. Okay, guys. Well, thank you to Eddy, and we will see you next time.
I'm not doing that. I'm not going to any more of those.
I'm just gonna clean this shit up, man. All right, bye bye.